Good afternoon. I'm back with video number 2 today, but on a different theme for now. I was going to come back and do some more Christmas, but I'm really excited about something. I think on Wednesdays is when I'll probably do this again on Wednesday, but I just was anxious to get started. I've been very lucky to be, she put out, I watch much of Rachel and Bella YouTube. I'm very inspired by her. I've purchased many of her kits. Her kits are beautiful. On our Facebook, I follow her on Instagram. I subscribe to her YouTube channel. And she's one of my favorite Etsy shops. I have quite a few favorites, but she's one of my top ones. So this is a Rachel and Bella new kit that's come out called Get Your Chic On, and I will have the link below for it. And I think right now she actually has a sale going on. I'm not positive, but she had put a request out in her group to be a guest on her design team, and I thought, well, you know what, doesn't hurt to ask. Especially because I'm a new YouTuber, so I don't have a huge following. I'm trying to get to 500. I'm getting close. I think I'm 69, maybe not even that much away from my goal. Let me see. I was hoping by the end of April. You know, it is what it is. It'll grow as it grows, and that's normal. At first I had a good intake in January, but that happens, right? I'm at 444 and I'm trying to get to 500. I didn't make it by the end of April, so I'm hoping by the time I leave to go home for a baby shower and a wedding, I can get to 500. So I'm a guest designer, and the past few days I've been having a hard time making anything because I have so much going on in my head. I'm having a hard time focusing right now. So that's kind of why I wanted to start this. So I'm a guest on her design team for the month of May for her kit, Get Your Chic On. And that's Rachel and Bella. I'll just say it one more time. So the papers in it, I didn't print all the papers yet because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make a journal, and I might want to print on the other side. I just printed some so you could get an idea of how beautiful the papers are. So they're only one-sided right now. And if this would make a beautiful Mother's Day journal, it's just gorgeous. Like, that's one of my favorite pages. And then there's the one, different rows, but same type of background. This is one of my favorite wallpapers. I love this, and I love how she did it. So I have that one. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I took this because you do get a few tags with it, but I also like to create some other things. So I took it, and now I don't have a proper Photoshop thing to work in. My goal is eventually I can afford to pay a monthly fee. But I took the background of it with a frame. I've got to cut it out. And I found another teacups, and put it in. But I also did this one where I made it smaller, and I just left it. I didn't put anything on it because I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it's my favorite page. I probably use it a lot. Then this is some of the tags you get with it. How beautiful, huh? Oh, they're just gorgeous. I also bought 2 kits last month from her, and I love them. I just haven't done much with them yet. Again, like I said, I just have so much going in my brain. I'm having a hard time right now getting focused. So I'm hoping this will help get me focused. I have been focused on things in my shop. My rent went up, which is okay because the cost of living. And then you get these fussy cuts. And where's the other fussy cuts? Is this a freebie in her site? I'll put her Kufi or Kufu site. I never say it right. Or coffee. Maybe that's how you say it, coffee. You get this, the beautiful butterflies, and the circles, which I love. And then she has freebies in her site on coffee. And there's another one as well. There's 4 of them all together, but I only printed. I didn't print them all yet. So I was saying, how do I start this? Because I didn't make the journal yet. I got to do that. Got to decide on all that. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to do a full journal, how I was going to work it. So I thought for today, I would just do some ephemera. And what I did is, as you all know, I'm doing what's on my desk. So I went to my piles on my desk and I pulled out some things so that I can make ephemera from it. So I'm kind of doing 3 things. I'm doing Get Your Chic On JJ. That's one of the hashtags. And I also have a hashtag DD, the design team. I cannot talk. Hashtag GDTP. And so, but also this could be my hashtag as well as what's on your desk, because I am taking some items to create maybe some pockets and some different things. And as you all know, I love my cereal bags I get. It's shredded wheat here in Canada. I'm not sure if it's an American thing or if I don't know. So I make a double pocket. Actually, it becomes more than a double pocket. I'm just going to straighten off the top. And I've made several of these pockets and they're beautiful. And all I do is I take it and I fold it up. Sometimes I go this way so that, doesn't matter which way really. So we'll just stick it this way. And what I do is I cut off that top. So I also should have done that before I folded it so that because I lose some of that length, right? So it just depends on how big of pockets you want and how tall you want it to be. So then I just fold it there. Now before I glue it all, I'm going to cover it. So for instance, with this, you know, I haven't yawned once, and the moment I turn this on, it really bothers me. I start yawning. So this way, once I glue it, I have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and if you glue it on one way, you could have another pocket there. Or if you wanted to have a side pocket, you could glue it the opposite way to just change it up a little bit instead of everything being straight. So it all depends on how you want to do it. So let's just grab some of this beautiful paper. I'm having butterfingers right now. Sorry, guys. I have butterfingers. It's because my hands are very sore today. I said that in my other video. My knuckles, they're aching. They just ache today, and I don't know why. It's a beautiful day, but it's chilly out. We had 2 really warm days, and they have a frost warning for tonight. But that's typical for our this time of year here. It's funny that it takes a while for us to heat up, but when it does, it'll get really warm. So I'm going to start by using this one. So I can do it many different ways, depending. Like in this case, I don't, unless I just use this. Well, it doesn't matter if the writing is sideways. Now, one thing I find I have a problem with, and I don't know how to fix it with Rachel and Bella's, is I get a big gap on here, so it really downsizes my, and it's great when I'm only collaging, but it just makes for a smaller junk journal for me, which I don't have a problem with. But I might do hers differently. I might do another 3 ring using this one. And I might pull in some papers from another one of her ones that I just bought from her. She had I think it was 30 days. And I I was going to do it, guys. I really was. And I had all the plans, but I needed to get some stuff. I needed to focus on my store. And unfortunately, you know, you plan things and then life changes it up. And I wished I would have saved her Etsy shop because it's a really good background paper. I'm just seeing if I can get it. Oh, here's Rachel and Bella. And her Etsy shop is Rachel and Bella Crafts. I'm going to put a link just so you have it down below. But the two I bought was, I bought last month, April, I brought Show Some Style. And I think some of those backgrounds I might be able to bring into this. And I also got, I don't even know how you pronounce it, Waitula the Family. I guess it's in Welsh, the saying, but it's the family, but it's Waitula, Tulu. It's in Welsh. Sorry guys, I can't speak Welsh, but it's called The Family. And I might be able to pull a few of it in. I would actually go through it and see. But I had bought those ones. And I bought three, sorry. I bought a Welsh vintage ephemera pack too. So I might see if I can pull some of that in. And then I have some other of Rachel's stuff that, and I have a digital close that I made close to within the same coloring, because Rachel and Bella and a couple other have, I have another one too that I could almost pull in with it. So if I want to add more papers to it. So let's see, let's get this pocket done and stop yapping so much. I made sure Jacob was all set, and I'm not going to cover all the way down there, of course, so I'm just going to go, but I want to see what I'm going to get in. How much? I'm not going to get very much of that, but I don't mind that so much. So I think I'm going to do there. And I'm going to cheat a little differently. I'm going to just sometimes do things different ways, depending on the mood I'm in. So I'm just going to glue some of this. These pockets are also great to do a loaded pocket to send as Happy Mail. So it just all depends on, I want to make sure I get right over to the edge. Sometimes that's what I like about some glue sticks, but this one dries really quickly, so I have to move quickly too. And I gonna have to wait for that to dry because or the pocket's gonna stick. So there we go. I'm gonna take my ruler. I'm very excited to be. It's funny because I watched her collaboration, and she has so many. I've watched all of the collaboration for April. So I think I've got 3 more videos that I have to catch up on, but I've watched it, and there's so many projects there that I love. I love a lot of new things that I learned. Well, I begun to learn, because for me, learning is when I actually take it and do it. For me. So I'm going to do that. That looks really pretty. And then, so now that isn't long enough this way, but why is that way? How come it was long enough that way? Maybe on the bottom I'm just going to do that, and I'm not going to worry about the writing. Or do I want to take and put the writing? Nope, I think I just want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not worried if the paper bag shows a little bit. It's actually in some of them I do show, because I like that hint of the paper bag a lot. I need to ink this. Not necessarily. I don't have to ink it now. So I want to make sure I get this. This. Okay. This. It's good. The paper bag is going to show some. I'm not worried about that. I don't know why it turned out that way. I must have really not tore that straight enough. That happens. But it still works. And that, for me, that's an easy, even if I didn't want that to show that much. I have a quick and easy way to fix that. I could bring in a piece of washi tape. I'm just trying to decide what color I'm going to go with. So I'm putting the color on each side. Oop, that tore, but this will give me enough. Yeah, I like the black in it for some reason. Let me just see. Yep, I like the black. And that tore, that's because I didn't try. I like that. Washi tape is something I've come back to using quite a bit. I love adding it as a trim. I love adding it into a collage. It does come in handy. Just trim that a bit. And then trim it at the top. Now I could put it on both sides, but I'm not going to worry about that. Because I am not done with that pocket anyways. I'm not going to just leave it like that. I have those ones. I'm just looking at what frames or labels I have to use. I got some in this. I have to finish organizing my fussy cuts. I'm going to take my fussy cuts. I won't have many videos. It's also why I'm putting a few of these videos up as well. I will be away for over 14 days. I think it's about 16 days. I'm going home for a baby shower. One of my cousin's daughter is pregnant, so my second cousin, she's giving birth to my third cousin, a little boy, and so I'm going home for the baby shower. I'm so excited. And plus, I won't see my cousin, but I will see his wife, Mary, and I've been fortunate. We've become friends with her. Like, I'm not saying that my cousins aren't friends, but sometimes, you know, and they're divorced now, so sometimes that doesn't. I was thinking I'd do that, but I'm not going to. What also I sometimes do with these, I'll add like a label here, and I'll do another pocket. But I don't want to lose a lot of this, because I love this. Have you ever like that when you don't want to cover up? I might go and just put a little pocket here. And I kind of like that peachy tone. But I'm not sure if I'm going to put the other pocket. Because I kind of love that. Like, I'm not going to do much to this because I like the pattern. The only thing I'm going to do right now. Oh, I took it away because I was using it for something else. I was cleaning up some scraps that were sitting around on my desk while I had a tea. Because I'm cold. It's sunny and beautiful, but I'm trying to make sure I get that pretty balanced. And now I'm going to have this. So I'm going to cover that up a little. And it's going to be the same as this. I can do it two ways. I'm going to go down. Yeah, I got it right about there. Sometimes what I'll do is take this piece and I reverse it here. And I just cover it like this. Sometimes I do that. But in this case, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put this in here for now. I could put the strip of the washi tape. Is it long enough? I'm just going to test something. I got to tear a piece. I don't want to tear too much. I'm going to see how that will sit in the inside. I've never done this before, so I'm trying this on the fly. I don't know how well it'll go. I need to put a little glue on this because it's sticky, but not terribly sticky. I would be worried about later, not right now, of it coming off if I don't put a little glue in it. Now, this might be a little tricky. I'm going to see how this goes. I might be screaming in a second of this idea, but it's going to take a lot of... doesn't want to slide. Here. Let's see if we can do this. It's sticking to my fingers because of the way I have to hold it. Just hoping that this works. It might have been easier just to I might have made it a little too long, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna see if I can't do that. If I have to trim a little off the top, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to do that. And see, I got to trim a little because it wasn't perfectly balanced, but I'm not worried about that. Because the inside, no one's going to see that it's not straight. And the bottom part, it's just, I thought that would kind of pull this up through. I'm just trying to get this to lay flat. There we go. Doesn't quite want to lay flat. So we'll do that. There we go. Now let's fight with it again. I'll do a second one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, my hair. I don't know how my hair got on there, but it did. Let's get my hair off. I have long hair, but I also have a thyroid, so my hair falls out thyroid condition, so my hair falls out very easily. I'm lucky I have thick hair, but I find the older I get, it is getting a little thinner, but nothing that I have to worry about. Oh, the hard part is because my hands, and I didn't pull out a wipe. And I don't really have baby wipes. Kind of have this thing with the environment and baby wipes. I think sometimes we go through too many of them. So sometimes I bought makeup wipes, but my skin doesn't like them, so I've been using them instead. It made my face have a rash. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Is anything ever perfect? Now, where did I put my ink? Oh, I put the washi on top of the ink. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to ink this up before I glue it. And I realized I need my very fine tip. Just to take that piece off there. I really got to get ink on this ink pad. I say it to myself even when I'm crafting at night, just by myself. This paper pack that Rachel, that they put together is beautiful. Now, there's so many. I actually want her Beatrice one, even though it's kind of Eastery. I still kind of want to work with it. Why is that not staying down? Or is it too long? That's why. It's too long. So that's why it doesn't look right. Let's just do that. Okay. Okay, guys, I got to fix this pocket. I really goofed it up. Easy fix. I have gone down too far. Oh boy. Okay. That was a bad mistake. But all mistakes, whether you're new or old, we all make them. And the great thing about junk journal are there ways to... A lot of times I cover my mistakes with washi tape. As you see when I didn't get that even. You can just go ahead and fix them up. I'm really having to do that to get some ink on it. Go. And again, you could put, like I could take that label. If you don't like it as plain, I think the paper speaks for itself, but you could add a label in there just for decor if you wanted to. But I think the paper is so beautiful on its own that I'm not doing much more to it. Plus I'm going to be filling those pockets with beautiful things, and there we go. Got that inked up. So let's just glue this one side. So I'm going to take this glue, and it's the lid that I lost. And I can't find it anywhere. I think it dropped and rolled somewhere. I was going to barbecue tonight. They can be cooked in the stove or on the barbecue. I'm not sure if I want to run in and out into the barbecue. I'm feeling a little lazy, and I'm just going to make some corn on the cob and a salad to go with these chicken skewers. Just something nice and light tomorrow. Sometimes I'm trying to decide what to cook every night. I get tired of the same things, so I need to go on a hunt for new recipes again. And then I just glued the pocket down. I didn't put glue on the bottom because it's not necessary. Let me just take this and just wipe my hands a little. See, it's these. I mean, they call them from the dollar store, but I have used dollar store wipes before and it didn't bother my face. But now I have a bit of psoriasis on my face, so that changes everything I do. Okay, I'm hoping now that the summer's here, the sun will be good on it. There we go. There's the pocket. So we have 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pocket, and it could be 4 pocket or a side pocket, depending on which way you want to go with it. For me right now, I'm just going to make an ephemera for right now till I get the journal put together and make my final decision on that. But what I might do is over the next little bit with it, make all kinds of ephemera using some of the kit and plus some things I'll add to it just on my own. And there we go. Perfect. So I am going to use now. I didn't realize I'm out of white cardstock, so I had to put all my paper on here, on soft paper, on photocopy paper, sorry. So, but before I do that, maybe, where's that one we were going to cover? I have this tag and I have this. So I'm thinking instead of, I don't want so much of the same paper. But I mean, I could, it doesn't mean it has to go in there. Let's see what other paper we have here that we could do. I'm thinking, do I want to take a nice piece of this? Let's put it the right way. I'm going to trim this up so I get a better idea. I'm just going to put the pocket to the side right now. So I'm going to work on those two. I didn't bring my long scissors over. I had to because they're not there. Unless I buried them on, oh, there they are. I just buried them. That's it. Now, later once I do this pocket, I might find something that I want to put there. But for now, I might put a butterfly maybe in the corner or something, very lightly. Now that I'm saying that, I like that idea. I'm just trimming off the edges. Sometimes I've tried to not trim it and then glue it on, and I've glued those edges on. So now I just go ahead and I'm going to put this like this. There we go. And again, this won't need much. I'll probably just add some kind of butterfly. I got these from Temu, these butterflies. I don't know if there's one light enough in it, or I need to go into my fussy cuts. Because I just want a tiny one. I think that one's perfect. Problem is with these, I like a lot of pink butterflies. Light pink. So sometimes the other butterflies kind of don't get used up as much. I have fussy cut butterflies as well that I can use. But I just thought I'd pull these Temu. These are beautiful. I got these from Temu, one of the two. It's become my new addiction. I have to make a couple of wax seals to go in this journal. I have never made a wax seal before. I got all the stuff to do it. And that's something I need to play around with. I pulled out a few butterflies, so I think he's going to go on here. You can do two things. You can leave all of that clearness around it. Sometimes I go ahead and I trim a little of it up. Not a lot, just a little. It's kind of hard in some places, like around the antlers, because it's very faint. Sometimes I just cut them right off and draw them on. But in this case, it's very light brown, and I don't, in the marker set I have sitting on my desk, I don't really have a light brown. But I just try to do a V shape. Get rid of some of that plastic. The only problem is I've heard it fall somewhere. Then my next thing is I have to get in close. Just trying to get them to peel. Oh, I gotta really fix my nails. Holy crow. There we go. I think I got it. There. Oh. It's the only, I love them, but that's the only problem I have with them. So I'm just going to put a little tiny butterfly there. I like that. There, that's perfect. Perfect. And I pulled out a couple to try to put on this here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover this. I don't know what this is from. It was just sitting on my desk. I have a bunch of stuff piles, well, I moved them aside for now because I needed room for my Merry Monday that I did just before this. And now I moved Merry Monday back into its spot. I'm supposed to do Merry Monday all day, and I have to start doing that because I got to get some things done. I'll do that next week where I'm going to spend all day working on Merry Monday, but I have orders for my store to get done. Got a lot of fussy cutting to do, and I got some more clusters to make because I made some clusters and they did pretty good in sales, and especially the purple ones were really popular. And I was having fun making them. I've been watching on Prime Video Chicago Fire. There's a lot of seasons of it. And so all I did was binge watch it. With me, sometimes I have to go back because I miss the corners every time. Every time. So I always have to go back. And I'm going to quarter round this anyways. It's very pretty. That paper is just beautiful. I love the colors. My fingers are sore, so it's taking me a lot to punch. And it's very thick cardstock. It's a cardstock I bought, and it's too thick for my machine. So sometimes I just print it off, and then, because I got 100 of them. There we go. I wanted them corner around it. I should have waited till I did the back. Darn it all. I was just so eager to see what it looked like. That I forgot. And I was sure, I don't have a piece big enough there. I thought I put a piece over here, but I guess I didn't. Or I moved it again. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't know where I put it. I purposely on here I put a piece of paper to cover tags on the back. And I don't know where it went. Oh, my ears are ringing. I forgot to take my pressure pills for a couple days, so we'll just go ahead and I'll use this one. And I think just because I haven't been on it a couple of days, my ears might ring for a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and cover this. After I cover this, I'm going to check the time because that hour goes so quickly. When I did my Christmas one, I hardly got anything made. Well, I did talk about my finds at the new thrift store I found. So that took it up. And then I just showed the way I store my stickers for Christmas. So that cut away from creating time. Just cut it, round it like that, and then go back and give it a better cut. But first I want to do this. When I go close, I find it best to do this. I got to put my glasses down. Clean those up after. Okay. I'm going to just run this over one more time here. stuck in there. Why does that not want to punch now? That was bizarre. And it still doesn't want to punch it. Maybe this is full. Not really. It might be a piece stuck in there. There we go. Let's see if that... Why is that doing that? All of a sudden it doesn't want to work. I think part of it is, I don't know why it's doing that. Kind of tore the paper up a bit. Of course it did, because it was going along so easily. Something had to happen. A lot of times I take in my scissors after, because to get it a little bit closer, my fine scissors. Even over here, it's the same thing. Need to get it a little closer. This corner. Maybe once it dries, I'll go back and make sure I get those corners properly. Maybe I just need to let that glue set for a few minutes. There we go. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to go with that one or with that. Ooh, which one do I want? Where do I want it up there? I think that's too pink. It's too... I think this is the better of them. Yep. Butterflies. I love adding butterflies to everything. Now to peel it again, guys. Oh, my computer just shut off and it got quiet. Jacob came home from school. I made sure he was all set before I turned on a video. Come on. This one's giving me even more difficulty. I don't know if there's an easy way to peel these. I really got to do my nails. There we go. I got it that time. Now see where I was peeling it. It's got a little bumpy, so I'm going to take it. I feel like I'm shaking, but I'm not, but it feels like it. There we go. And I was trying to decide if I wanted a word or something here, but I don't know if I need it because of the writing there. So for now, and I'm not going to put a tab on it because I'm not sure if it's going to be a side, because I was thinking, nope, it might be a little too long for in here, so it'll go in here. It'll fit in here, but it's a little short. So I might end up eventually putting a little tab on it. But I don't think I want it that bright pink. I think I want it more neutral. I shouldn't worry about inking because I got to fix that up. So there, we've got that done for it. Let me just check on the time to see how much more we can get done. Let me put my glasses on. 44 minutes. We're on 44 minutes already. Wow. There we go. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to get that pocket completed on here. I think this would make... I'm going to lose too much of it. Maybe I'll just take that. But then if I do that, I might not get a... I'm just trying to see, because even with that, I'm not going to get the end of it. So I'm trying to decide. But it might make a good pocket. But I can take this all the way here. Yep, that's what we'll do. First I'm gonna take this off because I will somehow get that white on there and then I'll be short. So easiest thing to do is that. Okay, so let's turn this over. Oh, let's pencil. I don't have to worry about that. This, I think, is almost done. I like to use, try to get it out as much from these glue sticks as possible. I'll even dig the glue out. I want that to be as close to that edge as possible because I want as much as that. I am in love with this paper. Maybe I'll go through. Yeah, I'm going to use my scissors because I'm the way I want to cut it for now. There we go. What we're going to go do ahead and glue the back right onto it. We're not going to get everything done for that pocket, but once I finish the pocket, do everything, I will put it on. Oh, unstick my finger, please. Unstick. There we go. Put that right there. Let's go ahead. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Just get oh, Boo Boo's coming. She's like, oh, it's time for my afternoon snack. She's right almost on the time. She'll start meowing in a second. She's ready to be fed again. She gets fed small little snacks throughout the day because she's a gobbler and she eats too much too quickly. So I pace her through the day. Otherwise, even with hard food, she does it and she ends up throwing up. So, she's my piggy. Right, Boo Boo? Boo Boo? Psst, psst. Hey. Earlier, she was doing her pacing me, wanting food. And it's funny, she just had eaten and she had enough food. But unless I put her up in my bed, she will keep pacing me if she's awake. So I told her it was time for her to go for a nap. And then after I feed her, now I got to get her laser out and start playing with her. I'm trying to play with her in the afternoon and the evening to give her exercise. But now that the nice weather is here, she'll go out on the deck and wander a bit. Not far. I don't allow them along because they haven't had their recent shots. I have to get that done. And I don't want them getting ticks or fleas. And they're not really outdoor cats. They've never really been outdoors. But since we moved up here and have a house with a backyard, and this area is much quieter than the other area we lived in, they like to go out more often. A lot of times she'll just lay on the top deck and lay in the sun. There we go. So now, because I've got this is where I'm going to do something to this. I don't know if I'm going to use one of these. I don't know if I've got time to make what I want to do. I'm going to put a pocket here, but I think it needs to be longer, but I don't want it too much wider. That's the only problem. I kind of like this. I want it just a touch bigger than this, but not this big. And I might need a different color. It's wide. It's the same size. So I'm going to find a way. It's too skinny. I'm going to do a little pocket there. I think I'm going to end up doing this one. Because it will fit more than this. So it's going to do that. So that's going to be a pocket there with a little tag, or I might change this up. I won't have time to finish it, I don't think. Or, there, see, I always missed a corner. There's the corner I miss. So that's going to go in here, and this will probably sit to the top here. So I may not put a pocket because there's no point. I like a pocket more when you're going to see it more. So that's perfect. That's going to go there. I don't think we have really time to, but I just thought, I don't know if it'll work. Do I have it easily enough to find it? I thought I had it just now, but maybe I didn't. I thought I seen it just a second ago. I'm reaching for my fussy cuts. I have to label them like butterflies and frames and that, so that I can just go into that section and I know that's what I'm searching for. Maybe there's something in here. One of these go on it. Well, she's got circles too. Just, these are from the Graphic Fairy. Oh, that doesn't do anything for me. Let's just pull some more of this out. And I'm going to flip through this really quickly. That's cute. Those are blues. I'm seeing if there's something here I could use as a pocket. Oh, boo-boo. She's knocking things over now because she's getting impatient. She's getting impatient. Just seeing if there's anything in here. Not really. Not really. I will finish the complete because I unfortunately won't get everything done for this pocket. And I was thinking we'd get this pocket done. I'm going to make this into 2 pockets, but we'll save that for Wednesday. We'll work on that one Wednesday. I don't like that. I'm not liking the pocket idea. I wished I had a light pink that I could put that, but I don't. I don't have I think I have an embossing thing. Someone gave me something, and I got to check to see if it's what I think it is. Oh, maybe 2 things I thought of, and I found them. Okay, let's try to do this really quickly, because I know I'm about to shut off if I don't. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, and I got up, so she ran to her bowl. I thought of putting that half on there, but I'm not gonna. Okay. I have some ladies here. I'm just thinking I can trim her up. She might be perfect on this. Or she might be perfect. Kind of wanted to put her down so I didn't cover the words. I think this longer one is better, but I'm going to make it a little shorter. I like the colors in that. I really like the colors in that, so we're going to go with that. Okay, Boo Boo, where are you? So I don't hit you with my... I'll put I know what I'm going to put there. Okay, I like her with this. I just do. I'm going to put a word, a phrase there, or a word. I almost don't want to put this on because I think I want to put lace on it. And I don't have time to do that on here. So what we might do is, I won't do any more on this, ladies, and we'll finish it up on Wednesday. We'll just put it inside the pocket and we'll finish it up on Wednesday. Because I think I want some lace on this. And then I'm going to do a lace tab, but not with the bright pink. Well, the bright pink doesn't look bad here. But, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide this in the pocket here. And this we will continue to work on Wednesday. I really wanted to put up a picture on Instagram, but that's okay. We can do that on Wednesday. This was just a prompt anyways, just to do a little kickoff and really introduce you to the kit. So we're going to go from there, and we'll really work on ephemera. I'll get things cut up because that'll save us some time too, and have that all the fussy cuts done. All right, I want to thank you. And again, I'm going to put all the information below. The kit, the Etsy shop link, and everything for Get Your Chic On by Rachel and Bella. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful evening. And those that are in the UK, it's probably already late for you guys, but have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we will see you tomorrow for What's on My Desk. And then Wednesday we'll be back for Get Your Chic On. Have a nice evening. Bye for now.